Saying that people dislike that vegan teacher might be the understatement of the decade. There are thousands of YouTube videos, Reddit threads, and news articles that all circle back to the same conclusion. This might be one of the most universally hated creators the internet has ever witnessed. She's managed to feud with just about every public figure imaginable, from Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay is in fact a racist person because this is racism. Yeah, I've decided to give it a new definition. It doesn't just refer to humans.
To Mr. Beast.
What is this? Is one of those vegan? Is the one that you are giving them to eat right now vegan? Is it yes or no?
2 brand new Feastable bars, milk chocolate and...
What? Milk chocolate! Milk chocolate comes from a cycle of violence where little baby boy cows are ripped away from their mothers. Mr. Beast, are you okay with these mothers and fathers? That is sexual. The fuck is wrong with you?
And somehow, even Queen Elizabeth.
Thousands of them. Thousands of innocent animals treated that way by the Queen of England.
The goal was simple. Convince the entire world to go vegan, listen to everything she had to say, and accept her as everyone's favourite self-proclaimed teacher. But along the way, she crossed every possible line, mocking people after they passed away, questioning whether entire species should even exist, and repeatedly comparing influencers and regular people to... So it shouldn't come as a surprise that her 15 minutes of fame collapsed just as fast as it appeared. At her peak, she had millions of followers. Today, she's lost nearly 2 million of them, and her name is only used as a punchline. I'm Indart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. That vegan teacher, or Katie Karen Diekmeyer, didn't slowly build her audience. She didn't experiment with videos, nor did she test formats. She showed up on TikTok already set in her ways, and immediately went on offense.
If you drink cow's milk, you're a piece of shit. You're an animal, so you can't deny it. You're paying a kidnapper and... That's the dairy industry. I'm just a messenger, so don't blame me.
After quitting her 2 previous jobs, which were a nurse and a teacher, simply because she couldn't stand the people around her eating meat, she turned to creating content online. This way, she didn't have to surround herself with people who she would see as evil. The name suggested education, that vegan teacher. The content was anything but. Most, if not all videos, were built around judging people and telling them they were morally wrong.
Don't eat chickens ever again. Don't eat chicken wings. Don't eat chicken legs. Don't eat any cows. Don't eat veal. Eat vegan burgers. Choose soy milk.
Her messages were always the same. If you eat meat, you're a bad person. If you disagree, you're uneducated. And if you argue back, that just proves her point. There was no room for discussion, no back and forth, just her talking down to everybody else. Regular users, influencers, even celebrities were all treated the same. For example, take a look at her most viral TikTok and see how she turns anything and everything into the chance to become vegan.
I don't know what to say to you. I don't know how old you are. I would say something different if you were 10. Or if you were 18, but I can tell you this, you don't have to be like him. You do what you need to do to survive in that household, but you also do what you can to help other animals. Don't eat them, wear them, or use them whenever possible.
And somehow, people kept watching. The secret to her viral success wasn't agreement. People weren't sharing her videos because they suddenly became vegan. They shared them because they couldn't believe what they were watching. That vegan teacher absolutely loves songs. However, the ones she produced were extremely awkward, and honestly, just stupid. One prominent example of what she liked to sing is a song titled "Eating Animals is Wrong, McDonald's," where she stands outside of a real-life McDonald's with her ukulele, attempting to get them to change their entire menu to be vegan food.
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong. wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on.
Obviously, this didn't work. The delivery felt rehearsed, but very unstable. The confidence that she did have didn't match the logic at all. In what world did she think that a single individual would be able to completely take over one of the biggest corporations to ever exist? Unfortunately, things only got worse from here. On the 25th of June 2020, during the midst of the Black Lives Matter protest, and just 1 month after George Floyd had lost his life, that vegan teacher would upload a 5.5-minute long song to her YouTube titled I Can't Breathe. Now, you'd think that because of the timing of this video, she genuinely had something important to say. However, that couldn't be any more wrong when you realize the song is comparing animal agriculture to real human suffering, ending every sentence with I can't breathe.
I am a pig thrown in this gas chamber, pleading for my freedom. I can't breathe.
It gets even more disturbing when you check what she wrote in the description. All lives matter to those who live them. Help everyone to keep breathing, not just the ones in your own personal group. If you are not vegan, then by default, you are for animal abuse. If you are for animal abuse, your voice does not matter. Your actions are already speaking so loudly that we cannot hear a word you are saying. If you choose to pay for the and of innocent sentient beings when there are other options, you should be behind bars. This video was a disaster. While the likes, dislikes, and comments are all disabled, using an online tool, we can see that with just over 1 million views, it managed to pull in a ludicrous 106,000 dislikes. It would be around this time too, where people started making reaction content to her.
Today we're going to be watching at your request because she's very hated and I've not really seen much of her content. Her name is The Vegan Teacher.
But the videos were never positive, and always criticizing what she was making.
This is what vegans hate. They hate women like this because they just come across as annoying. But these people, like her, like this vegan teacher, this is what vegans hate.
Even vegan supporters themselves were shocked. People criticized her for making light of serious issues while simultaneously accusing them of being evil. For a brief moment, it looked like she might step back, but she didn't. She doubled down. Reaction videos started skyrocketing. People stitched her content just to stare at the screen in disbelief, and it still went viral. Others tried debating her, only to get blocked instantly. In her eyes, outrage is still engagement, and within a year, she was sitting at over 1.7 million followers, built almost entirely on people hate-watching. This is when she started escalating. Religion became a target. Entire belief systems became targets. Celebrities became targets. She started claiming that only vegans could enter heaven.
As a Christian, it boils my blood when she said, "You're not going to heaven if you're not vegan." Like, what's wrong with her? Well, where do you think you're going if you pay your money for your whole life for people to thousands of animals, their heads off, after they've been upside down, terrified, crying, begging for their lives? Where the hell do you think you're going? It ain't heaven, sweetie.
She performed what she called banana phone skits, pretending to talk to God.
Hello? Yes? God? It's God. Yes, the students are here. Oh, an important message? Okay. Okay, I have to tell them? Okay, fine, hold on. He says no more ice cream unless it's soy ice cream and what? Tofu ice cream? And, okay, cashew or some other nut ice cream.
She began tagging celebrities repeatedly. Every single day, Gordon Ramsay was one of the first targets that she seriously wanted to call out. Gordon Ramsay should be in jail. Gordon Ramsay, who is this coward? Gordon Ramsay is a terrible chef. Gordon Ramsay pays for animals to be kidnapped. At one point, she even claimed that he's promoting the
This is what Gordon Ramsay continues to promote. The never ended for the animals. It was wrong to do that to the... It is wrong to treat any sentient beings as lesser than just because you consider them to be different. Gordon Ramsay is in fact a racist person because this is racism. Yeah, I've decided to give it a new definition. It doesn't just refer to humans. It now also refers to other species.
For a while, he ignored it. Then he didn't. Instead of getting angry or defensive, Gordon Ramsay replied with sarcasm. He duetted her video and ate a burger right in front of her face.
Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan donut.
You're vegan from now on.
This one response did more damage to her reputation than any serious criticism ever could. Comments flooded in from every influencer you can think of. James Charles, legend, Nick DiGiovanni. Thank you for addressing this chef. She can be a real pain. Even his own daughter would jokingly comment, "Dad, I've turned vegan XO." And that managed to get over 20,000 likes. The video in itself pulled in over 60 million views, and because she was no longer being debated, she was now the laughing joke of practically the entire internet. At this point, most creators would have pulled back, apologized, and changed for the better. That vegan teacher did the opposite. She started going after bigger and bigger names, yelling at Mr. Beast for a video he did years ago.
You have one job while you're on this planet, Mr. Beast, and that is to make the world a better place and not on the backs of the animals, no matter how much money you give away. If you do it on the backs of the innocent animals who are basically acting as your slaves right now, you are perpetuating this cost that's going on.
And at one point, just after her death, she made videos directed at the Queen titled Queen Elizabeth, polite and kind or cruel and cowardly, framing veganism as a moral requirement for leadership.
Don't be like the Queen of England, who ate dead animal after dead animal, went through her entire body, and then was shit out into the toilet. Thousands of them. Thousands of innocent animals treated that way by the Queen of England. Because of what? Because of stupidity?
Each time, the reaction was worse, and as a result, the dislikes continued growing. People weren't shocked at what she was saying anymore. They were exhausted. Her videos stopped spreading because people were curious and started spreading because people wanted to point and laugh. Then came the moment that ended whatever sympathy she had left. In one video, that vegan teacher claimed that cats should be wiped out because they eat meat.
But the truth is that cats have no place in our homes or in our lives at all. They have been bred into existence and kept with us as pets, but they should never have been. But the sad thing is that for every person who has a cat, they are paying people to all kinds of other innocent animals. And that's not right.
She argued that carnivorous animals were part of the problem, as cats rely on meat to survive. So if they aren't vegan themselves, then they shouldn't exist anymore.
If your cats are not vegan yet, what are you waiting for? If your cats are not vegan, you're paying for animal, and that's wrong.
Even people who agreed with veganism turned on her instantly. The irony was impossible to ignore. Someone claiming moral superiority while calling for animals to be eliminated completely shattered whatever message she thought she was spreading. The backlash was immediate. Soon after, TikTok took action. Her main account was fully terminated, wiping out thousands of her own videos, and the community couldn't be happier. Videos such as this one garnered over 3 million views.
Let's go! Whoa!
And to make things worse for that vegan teacher, the top comment read, "Let's go, steaks for everyone." She uploaded a response video to the banning of her account on YouTube, where she then attempted to throw the blame back onto the viewers, stating that they should feel guilty for eating meat, and that's why everyone is happy that she got terminated.
Many of you woke up this morning and found out that my account was banned on TikTok. And I know many of you are jumping for joy and thinking that this is a great victory. Why is that? Why does that bring you joy? I know why. Because you're feeling guilty. You know you shouldn't be eating animals. You know you shouldn't be paying to exploit them. And you cannot look in the mirror and see that in you. You're suffering from cognitive dissonance.
Where Relax said it best.
Did she not literally just describe herself? She thinks she's like a great person defending animals and doing all this stuff, and she's literally just a menace to society.
Somehow, she managed to sneak past TikTok's moderation and create a new account under the name Music by That Vegan Teacher. The account sits at 1.2 million followers and 6 million likes. However, when checking her social blade, it's obvious that the account isn't growing a single bit these days. And it's even more prominent when you see her recent posts are only receiving as little as 100 likes. Her YouTube isn't performing much greater either, as she can pull anywhere from 1 to 5,000 views on any normal video, but when it's her responding to anyone that still calls her out, that's the only time she manages to gain more. Clearly she is running out of ideas, as lately the content hasn't been too amazing, because realistically, who would want to watch? Imagine if all the boys you know were born in the bodies of baby chicks and this happened to them.